Hi guys, Steph here. Now, once again, another pen from my recent pen haul. Now, this should be quite a short video, the reason being I do not know, well, I know nothing about this particular make or this particular model or the pen. Enough to say what we've got here is it's actually called the Ledger pen. I know it's made in England. It comes in this beautiful marble in sort of couple of shades of blue and black. It's a clipless and a bandless pen. As you can see from the cap there, there's no band to the bottom of the cap. There's no clip to the top of the cap. To the very top of the cap we've got this slightly domed black stud which complements the end of the barrel there, which is also sort of a slightly domed flat black end to the barrel. You'll notice it's a lever fountain pen. Now, as I say, I don't know nothing about this pen. I've tried to have a look, I had a look online. I can't find much information about it, so once again, anybody knows anything about it, then share your knowledge, let other people learn from these videos. Suffice to say that, in my opinion, I don't know nothing about it, but it's a gorgeous little pen. I've restored it, it's in excellent condition and superb, well, in excellent quality. As we said earlier, it's a lever fill. It's got this nickel lever to the pen there. Now if we turn it over, I've not highlighted it because it shouldn't need it, this particular one. You can see it's got a lovely clear imprint there and it reads the Ledger pen, and then underneath it's got made in England, and that's all I know about the pen. The size of it from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, around about 121 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, approximately 11 millimeters in diameter. I'm going to sort of date the pen, I don't know, 1930s, 1940s. Now let's unscrew the cap. Let's show you the pen and the cap together, a couple of little twirls so you can see different angles. As I say, I've done a little bit of searching, I can't find nothing about it, so well, it's going to be maybe one of the shortest videos I've done, maybe not, because you know how much I like to chat. You can see there the section is slightly concaved, it tapers slightly towards the nib. If we show you the nib there, it's got a warranted 14 karat first quality nib, which is in gorgeous condition. As I say, everything's been disassembled, it's been cleaned, we've fully serviced it, we've put a new sack in it. If we show you the back there, you can see the feed. It's got what we term as a comb feed, which again is nice and clean. All in all, in lovely condition, and I must say, although I know nothing about it, it feels like a quality made pen. So as always, let's give it a test. So let's dip it, there we go, that'll do. Just a little bit of a press. We're only doing a writing sample, so let's give the nib a little bit of a wipe. Let's bring on some paper and let's see how it writes. So what we have is the Ledger pen, and well, as we know for definitely, it's actually made in England, and well, the fact that it's actually called the Ledger pen, maybe in the 1930s, 1940s, obviously when they used ledgers and sort of, well, obviously they did a lot of writing as they more than they do so nowadays. It maybe was a pen designed to be used in ledgers. There's no, well, I was just going to say there's no variation. There's just a very tiny bit of variation in line. If I put a little bit of pressure on the downward stroke, we can get, yeah, just a little bit, just a tiny bit of variation. Once again, I wouldn't advertise it as a fully flexed nib, but with a little bit of pressure you can get a little bit of variation. It's writing with what I would term as a fine line, but a lovely writer. Incidentally, it was a little bit, I didn't write with it, but I could tell just by testing it, it was a very scratchy nib. And what I've done, I've smoothed the nib a little bit, and it's now writing very, very nicely. So let's pop the cap back on. I'm going to leave it at that. We've got the Ledger pen, made in England, by who, why, when, I'm afraid I don't know. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this unknown pen. Leave a comment, but for now I'll just say bye bye.